Welcome back. It is that time yet again. By my count, going through and hand counting it, this is the I believe 26th time since I started watching hockey that I have seen the Vancouver Canucks get eliminated from the playoffs. It's never easy. I will say this: best of luck to the Edmonton Oilers in the next round. Dallas is a tough out, but that should be a really fun series between Dallas and Edmonton. I'll be previewing that tomorrow. I will also be talking about the Canucks season that they had. I am so proud of the Vancouver Canucks for this season. I think they played really, really well. The fact that they got to the second round, they forced this series to 7, even though the Oilers were, I think, the better team through a vast majority of this series. The fact that the Canucks pushed it to 7 says a lot about their structure, their goaltending, and just their ability to win games that otherwise they probably shouldn't. I think it bodes well for next year because Patrick Allvin has already showed he's got a bit of a touch when it comes to being able to make the right trades at the right time. This summer now he's got some question marks in terms of players who need new contracts, players who likely need to get traded, players, that kind of thing. And yeah, so I'll be talking about that tomorrow when I talk about the Vancouver Canucks in that video. But for tonight, I mean, it was a good effort at the end. They did wake up too late. That's one issue that I think will drive Canuck fans kind of batty is that when they woke up and took over the game a bit, it did feel like it was probably too late. But it was Skinner versus Shelovs in this one, so now Demko can take his time and come back healthy for next year. They did play Where the Streets Have No Name by U2 before the game. I much appreciate that. It is the instrumental version, so if anybody, the lyrics. It's the instrumental version. It's a pretty song. It's nice. It takes me back 20 years ago to when I used to watch the Canucks get eliminated. So, and again, it's that storyline of I don't think this team wins the Stanley Cup during my lifetime. The lucky thing is most of the people watching this video are going to be around a lot longer than I am, so maybe during your lifetime it happens, but during mine, I have my doubts. So there's an early press by the Canucks. Garland's denied and close. Not that that counted as a shot on net. The Oilers press. Kulak's denied. Both goalies had been tested early again. Didn't show up on the shot clock. The Canucks get pinned down, but they keep the Oilers from the net. The shots on net are 4-0 Edmonton 3.5 minutes in. The Oilers just swarming to start this game. Garland fires one wide on a rush. Zadorov to Lindholm gets blocked. Pettersson can't bury a rebound. The Oilers rush. Bouchard has a shot that's held. I also know Pettersson's going to get a lot of flack for this game and for the playoffs. I thought Pettersson played decently tonight. Just the Oilers had their shutdown game going, and with Besser out of the lineup, you have less to worry about then when it comes to shutting things down. So yeah, the Oilers rush. Bouchard has a shot that's held. Then there's a post from Mikheyev. The Canucks press. They're kept away from the net. Ryan has a sharp angle shot that's held. 8 minutes into the game, the shots are 9-1 for Edmonton. Holloway has a wrist shot that's blocked. The Oilers press at 9 minutes. McDavid has a rush chance that's caught and held. Draisaitl with a near miss on a 3-on-2 rush. I thought the Canucks did really well too in terms of controlling Draisaitl and McDavid. McDavid doesn't get on the score sheet tonight, for instance. So Janmark has a wraparound near miss there. Canucks press with 4.5 minutes left, but they can't get to the net. And then a power play's drawn with 3:46 left, and it's a 4-minute power play for the Vancouver Canucks as well. So this is a really important power play for the Vancouver Canucks. Your season's kind of on the line, and there's an early clear and then another by Edmonton. Their penalty kill stays fantastic in these playoffs tonight. Canucks struggle to set up. They cycle briefly. It's cleared again. Hronek has a shot that's blocked out. There's a shorthanded break for Connor Brown. Shelovs saves there. Canucks, no shots on the power play, and really 2 shots for Vancouver after the first period. Tells you really all you need to know about that first period. It's scoreless after 1 because Shelovs decided to keep it scoreless. So the Oilers start the second, finishing the kill. No shots, again, during that entire 4-minute power play. Mikheyev has a rush that's defended, and then off of a face-off, following an icing by the Vancouver Canucks at 1:14, CC gets a goal from Kulak and Holloway. Canucks look to respond, but again, they're kept away from the net, and then the Oilers draw a power play. They cycle. There's a near miss for Hyman. It's cleared. They cycle again. McDavid has a shot that's blocked. Draisaitl with a near miss. Shelovs holds on there. Draisaitl's then robbed as the power play comes to an end. Pretty heavy press by the Oilers after. Kane has a chance that's held. The shots are 9-2 for Edmonton 5 minutes in. And then there's more pressure by them, and at 5:50, Hyman tips one. It was Bouchard's shot. It was originally given to Bouchard. It did get changed to Hyman. Nugent Hopkins with the other assist. It was just too many opportunities. This one went past a screen, and it was post and in. It was a perfect tip by Hyman. Makes it 2-0 in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Canucks press at 7.5 minutes. Hughes has a shot that's held. I thought that was the best stretch for the Canucks to that point, but they're already down 2-0. Holloway then has a 3-on-2 chance that's kicked aside. Garland has a rush chance that's held. Soucy has a shot that's blockered aside. The teams exchange rushes. Lafferty's denied on a rush. Skinner holds. Hughes has a shot that's blocked. DiGiuseppe has a chance that's held. So again, Skinner had a good game tonight. He really did. He had a good game tonight. But again, the Canucks did not test him early. And once again, when you don't test the goalie early, you're giving him a chance to get comfortable, to get into his game. And really, he did that. The Oilers did that as well. I'm not saying the Oilers' defense wasn't good, because it was. So Garland to Joshua, near miss. Things are pushy on a hold by Skinner. The Canucks press with 6.5 minutes left. And then there's an offensive zone penalty by Lafferty. That's one of those desperate plays. You reach your stick out, you trip the guy. The Oilers go to the power play. There's an early clear. The Oilers set up. They cycle. And then Nugent Hopkins buries a rebound off the boards. Bouchard and Draisaitl with the assist at 15:22. And I put right there, headed for Dallas on Thursday. I was like, it's 3-0. We're late in the second period. I just don't see the Canucks managing the offense that they're going to require to score 4 against the Oilers. Canucks look to respond. Good press, but the Oilers block. Lindholm fans on one. The Oilers rush. They're up 3-0 after 2. Third period, the Canucks did make it interesting. They absolutely did. I thought the second half of the period, really strong play. I think it was a combination of two things. One, I think the Oilers sagged a bit defensively. And second, the Canucks, I think, played that desperate hockey that you're looking for from your team when they're down and their season's on the line. So there's more early blocks by the Oilers. The Canucks press at 2 minutes. Can't get to the net. There's some let's go PD chance. Brown has a deflected chance that's held. McDavid has a net drive that's poke checked by Shelovs. Holloway to Fogle near miss. The Oilers press at 4.5 minutes. There's JT Miller chance. Fans are trying their best. And I know that's all the guys in the upper bowl that are doing that. And they do. They do everything they can, any chant that's necessary to try to get things going for the Canucks. Then there's a delay game call, gives the Canucks a power play. They were 0 for their last 13. It was about to become 0 for 14. There's an early clear and then another. The Canucks overpass, just looking for the perfect shot. So the Oilers pick it off and they clear it again. Pettersson to Lindholm near miss. Suter has a shot that's held just before the power play comes to an end. And then there's Skinner chance, which I thought was weird because the Canucks are behind 3-0. But I guess if you're trying to hex a goalie, all right, sure. The Oilers press at 9 minutes. Lindholm has a net drive that's defended. The Canucks press at the half. I'm going to say, too, I hope the Canucks find some way to keep Elias Lindholm. It does feel like that works. I don't know who you move out in order to make that work. Again, I'll talk about in the video tomorrow, but it feels like he's kind of created a spot for himself in the lineup. It'd be a shame to see him go. There's things are pushy again on a hole by Skinner, but the shots on net are only 2 apiece with 9 minutes left. Vancouver, in a game where they really need the win, only with 2 shots in the first 11 minutes. But at 11:27 on a turnover, Garland buries one from the slot. So Edmonton a little bit sloppy there in their own zone, and Garland makes him pay. If anybody was going to start the comeback, it had to be Connor Garland. The guy is all heart and soul out there. Canucks look for another, and then there's Connor Garland chance, because of course. Blueger to Zadorov near miss. The Canucks press with 6.5 minutes left. I'd like to see Zadorov stick around too. Hronek, again, you're going to have to move somebody on the blue line. I don't know if they keep Hronek. That being said, DiGiuseppe misses on a fast break. Myers has a shot deflect high, and then at 15:24, off of a face-off win, Hronek gets a goal, his first of the playoffs. Hughes and Lindholm with the assists. So the Oilers call a timeout. Really smart move by Chris Knobloch there, because the game changed after that second goal. The game definitely seemed a little bit more locked down-ish by the Oilers. Canucks press to tie it, but the Oilers get some pressure with 3.5 minutes left. McDavid's poke checked again by Shelovs. Goalie pull happens with 2 minutes left. The fans call one. The referee does not. Miller has a slot shot that's blocked, and that was as close as the Canucks were going to get. That was with like 10 seconds left. The Oilers clear it. The Canucks don't get the time to set anything up. And so the Oilers win this series in 7. They win 4-3, of course, with the 3-2 win. Shots on net, 13-2 for the Oilers in the first, 14-10 Oilers in the second, 5-2 Canucks in the third. They just couldn't get enough shots on net. Final shots are 29-17 for the Oilers. Power plays, the Oilers 1 for 2, Vancouver 0 for 3. Hits 40-21 for the Canucks. Skinner saved 15 out of 17, and She Loves saved 26 out of 29. So for Vancouver, we're into that better luck next year territory yet again. But hey, this was a fun little playoff run for the Canucks. It does feel like the future's bright for this team. Most of the good young players are still in their prime, of course. And I'll be interested to see what the general manager does over the summer to try to fix things. On the Oilers side of things, again, congratulations to them on the series victory. They are now the only Canadian team left, and they get to go to Dallas and play against the Dallas Stars in the next round, and that should be a very interesting series between two teams that know how to play some high-tempo offensive game, and I'll look at that series tomorrow, of course, in a preview video. But for now, the second round is done. So I had 3 teams in the second round. I have 1 team in the third round. Who knows if I'm going to have a team in the Stanley Cup final? It happens rarely, and then those teams usually don't win either. But either way, we'll see what happens, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.